Hi guys, welcome to my channel Lush Gardener. I hope you guys are fine and are safe. In today's video we are talking about another beautiful Echeveria called as Echeveria Melaco. Now this is often confused with the Echeveria chroma. Now the best way to differentiate between both the varieties is I don't have a chroma right now. I wanted to buy a chroma, but every time I buy a chroma succulent I end up getting Melaco because it's very confusing. But the best way to determine between both or to differentiate between both the succulents is Melaco will not have any variegation on the crown, whereas chroma tends to get a lot of variegation on the crown area. So I'll share a picture of Echeveria chroma. It looks completely different, but both of them have a very similar shape of leaves. They have a very similar color. They tend to turn slightly burgundy red in color. I will share the picture of my Melaco when it was during the winters. Now it's getting in its growing period, so the colors have started to fade off. So right now I have slowly started introducing it to morning direct sunlight. So you can see the colors are slightly coming in, they're slightly kicking in, but it's going to take a little bit of time because I'm doing a very slow introduction. I have shared the picture of how it looked during the winters. This is how beautiful color the Melaco tends to get, and you can see there is no variegation on the crown. Usually the variegated ones are the chroma. So chroma is a completely different succulent from Melaco. It's not the same succulent. Chroma tends to get a lot of variegation on the crown area, whereas these guys are completely red to burgundy in color. I have another one as well. This is also Melaco. I thought that this was chroma and I had purchased it because I thought that this is a variegation. So foolish of me. I thought it was variegation, but it's actually turning out to be a Melaco itself. So if you want to buy a chroma, ensure that you check the pictures correctly. Check that it does have the variegation on the crown. There are a couple of other ways also to differentiate between both of these varieties. Once I get the variety, once I get chroma, I will definitely make a video on how to differentiate, because there is a slight difference in the leaves as well as the crown area. The crown area is the most important part, how you can differentiate. That is the first point, that you can just look at the succulent and differentiate. However, Melaco is a very simple to grow succulent. I cannot talk much about chroma because I do not have the succulent. Only if I have the succulent, I will give the care tips on it. So this succulent is a pretty easy to grow succulent, provided that you give it the basic care requirements, which is having the soil which is loose, porous and well draining. Ensure that it's lean in nutrients. Do not add too much of organic matter. Give it a good amount of morning direct sunlight for 5 to 6 hours. Only after acclimating, only then you will be able to see the beautiful color. You can see it on the screen right now. This is how it tends to look when it gets a good amount of morning direct sunlight for 5 to 6 hours. If you're going to keep it in indirect bright light, it will have the color, but it's not going to be that bright compared to what it looks when it's given morning direct sunlight for 5 to 6 hours. Propagation is pretty simple. As you can see, this one is putting out offsets. I can go ahead and separate this pup because it has reached a decent size, but I'll still let her stay with the mother. I want it to grow a little bit more bigger and then I'll separate it. So you can do the separation of pups. You can do a leaf propagation. If it has a stem, at times it does have a stem. If the stem is visible, you can go ahead and do a stem cutting. So these are the ways that you can multiply this succulent. The succulent tends to go dormant during the winters. Summer is its growing period, so very soon it's going to get into its growing period. Most probably, most of the Melacos will lose the color. They will start turning green. It's absolutely fine. It is in its growing period. If it doesn't get its color, it's absolutely fine. It will get the color during the winter, so you do not need to stress about it. Just leave it as it is. Let the succulent enjoy its growing period, because we all want our succulents to grow a little bigger. So that is when you let your succulents grow during the growing period. You can add any liquid based fertilizers. Now this is optional, guys. I keep telling this is optional. You do not need to add fertilizers, but in case if you want to, you can go with a liquid based fertilizer. Ideally a seaweed solution is going to work out really well, but ensure that you dilute it. Take only 1/4 in the cap, dilute it in a liter of water, and then use it either once a month or once in 2 months during its growing period. I haven't seen much issues with mealybugs, but probably if there are any blooms, it could attract aphids or mealybugs. But it's always better to be vigilant and check. Do a routine check once a week to check if there are any mealybugs. If it is there, you can treat it with whatever organic solution you have. So that's all about it. It's a pretty easy to grow succulent. If you are a beginner, do use this succulent in your collection. It's a pretty easy to grow succulent, quite hardy. Use the soil mix, loose, porous and well draining. That should work out really well. If you want to avoid it from getting stretched, then give it a good amount of light and it will do absolutely fine. So guys, I hope that this video was helpful to you. If it was, please hit the like button. If you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing to it. Until then, take care, stay safe and keep propagating.